The Red Cross Society is the world's largest humanitarian organization. The story of the creation of the organization owed much of its success to the single experience of a Swiss merchant, Henry Dunant, in his account of the Battle of Solferino in 1859.
The creation of the Red Cross was spurred by the publication of a memoir or souvenir of Solferino by the man called Henry Dunant, which gave a brief account of the suffering endured by the wounded during the Battle of Solferino. And he then urged for the formation of a voluntary society to come to the aid of these victims. He also asked for such services to be extended to the military and the sick, which has to be neutral.
Since its formation in the middle of the 19th century, the humanitarian body has been active in helping alleviate the sufferings of victims of war, particularly non-combatants, and providing care for people in disaster situations. The Red Cross and Red Crescent is present in every country the world over, with membership open to all irrespective of religion, creed, and tribe. The Gambia Red Cross Society was formed in 1948 as a branch of the British Red Cross Society.
The Gambia ratified the Geneva Convention, acceded to the Geneva Convention in 1965, just after independence, and the Gambia Red Cross became an independent national society on the 1st of October in 1966. And then subsequently on the 10th of November 1974, we became the 122nd member of the International Red Cross movement, and also what is now called the International Federation of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent Societies.
The Red Cross has since its creation been seen as an impartial organization with a symbol, a red cross or crescent, on a white background, providing protection for its many volunteers in difficult or hazardous environments. The Gambia Red Cross Society, like any humanitarian organization the world over, has been active in providing adequate help in disaster areas. Membership in the organization is free, with the organization boasting of a sizable number of volunteers from across the length and breadth of the country.
We reduce vulnerability and improve life, and that is based on the premises of health services, emergency response, disaster risk reduction and mitigation. We also engage in dissemination activities, also by promoting the principles of the Red Cross, to an extent that people become aware of the importance of human beings and living as a human being in a protective life. We also engage in youth development. Now, because if you look at the Gambia Red Cross, it has a cohort of young people whose capacities and skills needs to be orientated so that they can be very productive in the country.
In the Gambia, the government has definitely recognized our role and has provided us space to work in, to deliver our humanitarian services, and we want to encourage them to further this space, and also to promote the establishment of a strong Red Cross Act that will keep us relevant in all times.
The organization also has a fitting mission and a vision statement.
The vision of the Gambia Red Cross is to reduce vulnerability and improve life of people. In that we can attain with the overall mission of preventing and alleviating suffering through impartiality, without discrimination, particularly of race, nationality, class, religion, and political opinion, whilst protecting the lives and health and ensuring respect for humanity. Overall, it tells us that the Red Cross wants people to respect humanity, and we are not discriminatory in any part. We are not affiliated to any political opinion. So the Red Cross is a property of everybody. So to an extent that in the end of the mission, we are saying that the Gambia Red Cross aims to becoming financially self-reliant, managed by highly skilled and professionally sound human resource.
The GRCS has been active in the provision of assistance to vulnerable groups, working closely with other stakeholders such as government ministries and non-governmental organizations.
Wherever there is an emergency, Gambia Red Cross Society is called upon, and we have been responding and supporting the vulnerable because they are our key targets. And as a result, we are focused into 3 major departments, which is health and care, which is basically in the prevention. And this prevention, we empower people with information. And this we get the training from the relevant institutions like the Ministry of Health in partnership. But when I say Ministry of Health, it's not just only at the ministry level, but even at the regional health team. We support them to, we work in partnership, they build the capacities of the volunteers, and we go out to the communities and sensitize by giving them with the information. And key among them is the HIV and AIDS, which we are doing in partnership with Action Aid and also NASA and other institutions. We are also engaging into malaria prevention. We are engaged into child and health care, and we are also engaging into cholera prevention. We are engaged into malaria, meningitis, and you can name them. All these emergencies, when they happen, the Gambia Red Cross Society is in the forefront.
The work of the Gambia Red Cross Society is not only restricted to emergency response, but capacity development as well. The humanitarian organization has and continues to invest in sustainable programs at all levels of society, providing much needed social services.
We also train institutions to generate some kind of resources to support the operations of the National Society. When we say we are engaged into commercial force aid, we are not earning something that can really boost the budget of the National Society. So as a result, we are doing it, it's minor, but we are generating a little of it to support the operations of the National Society. Among the health and care also we have the water and sanitation, because without water there is no life. And as with that belief, and we know that the vulnerable are our targets, we have provided 5 wells, fully constructed, in 5 communities in the Central River. And we have also engaged by building their capacities to sustain those projects. Because many times when you give them the project, after when you phase out, then they don't support themselves. This is why we have built their capacities. They have open bank accounts, so that if there is any damage, they will be able to repair it. We have also built their capacities on skills like soap making, tie and dye. All this to generate some income for themselves, but at the same time contribute in the general welfare of the communities. And this we have already implemented. Now, as we speak, we are implementing another 10 wells for 10 communities in the Upper River region. And towards the end of the year, at least, they will all be finished. Now, all this we are doing, we don't engage into social mobilization, but we also provide facilities, like in these 10 communities. Out of the 10 communities, we are supporting some of them, about 8 or 9, who we are